What is going on, guys? Just get off that. What is going on, guys? Welcome to another video. And if you guys do remember during the off season, for MLB, of course. God, I am all over the place already. I was going over the trades that happened and the free agency. Well, of course, during the season, expect some, probably maybe one or two more videos. Honestly, knowing Jerry DiPoto. It's his final year as under contract, and we really desperately need to make a playoff push. This team is probably the best team we've had in a long time, and they're performing very well, even with key guys suspended or injured and not playing well, like Cruz, Seager, etc. And we have, I believe, the 6th best record, or tied for the 6th best record in the MLB. We need to make a push for the playoffs. This is definitely one of the years that we could definitely looks like we possibly could. And this is what happens, reported first by Mark Topkin from the Tampa Bay Times. We have gotten Denard Span and Alex Colome from the Tampa Bay Rays. Now, at first thought, actually just before this on MLB Network, I was watching when I got home. They mentioned that Span has the fewest errors in the entire MLB in the outfield, or I think it's just center field. I'm pretty sure it's just outfield. Since I believe it was 2015, I don't remember the segment, but he has the fewest errors since 2015. I believe, with 4 in the entire MLB, which is great. That's that's what our defense, we want, a defense to be very well. Heredia is a great defender. God, my voice cracked. Haniger is a good defender as well. Not as great, but he's not fantastic, but he's a good defender. And Gammo is a pretty good defender as well. But having that track record at Span, he play everywhere. I don't know where he's gonna play. Honestly, I was really expecting Heredia and to have the Gamble. I mean, they might sit Gamble a couple days, have him on the bench for pitch hitting opportunities. I could definitely see that. Move Heredia to left field, and then have Span in center field, then have Haniger in right. Definitely could see that happening. But this definitely helps out a lot more with our outfield situation now that Gordon is going back to second until Cano comes back. Then I don't know when Cano comes back. I'm not sure what they're gonna do then, because they're gonna want Gordon to go back to center field. But then you have Heredia and now Span now out there patrolling with Haniger, who is definitely not moving. So they probably at that point, if Span is not performing well, as we expected for fielding wise, probably move him to the bench. I don't know, but let's just take a look at how these guys are doing this year. Denard Span, he was traded, I believe, from the Giants, or did he sign with the Rays? Did he sign with the Rays? No, he was traded to the Rays for Evan Longoria. So that trade happened in the offseason. This year so far, he's played in 43 games, gotten 34 hits. He has 7 doubles, a triple, 4 home runs, 6 stolen bases, 20 RBIs, and he's walked more than he struck out. That's also nice to see. He's not hitting well average-wise. He's getting on base, which is nice to see, and he has a positive OPS plus above league average because of his fielding and because of his walk rate and his OBP-ness. So, I honestly, let's see how he's really performing this year. Let's see, versus, he's hitting well. Actually, he's hitting better against lefties, though it is a small sample size. He's hitting way better against lefties, and that is, I honestly, I like Span. Definitely with the fielding, it's definitely nice to see. Now, this is very interesting. Let's look at the Seattle Mariners depth chart. Let's look at that real quick. If we look at the depth chart, we have, is this updated? I'm not sure if this is updated. No, it's not really updated. Alright, anyway. Right here, we have our depth chart. We have our bullpen. Let's look at the bullpen for this. We have Alex Colome, who was a closer, and he struggled this year in the closing role, really. He's blown a couple saves, I believe. But we have Edwin Diaz, who is one of the best relievers in the league right now. And we also have Nicasio, who's been kind of shaky in the 8th inning. I believe they'll probably try to transition Colome and Vincent, and not Colome, Colome, Bradford, Cook, Nicasio. That is a great little 6 through 8 hole. If you need them to pitch that 6 through 8 innings, because Bradford, we got from the Mets. He's actually performing very, very well. If you look at his stats, we could just look at it right here. He has a 2.5 ERA in 18 innings, not terrible, and above 1 WHIPs, not bad at all. And Ryan Cook, since he's came back from his injury, first starts in a couple years, he's had 3 scoreless innings, 3 strikeouts, and a .33 WHIP. So he's performed well as well. And Nicasio has been kind of shaky, really. 5.56 ERA. He signed him for $17 million in the offseason for 2 years. He had a fantastic year last year with the Phillies and the Cardinals. Yeah, Phillies and Cardinals, I believe. And he hasn't been performing that well this season. He's choked a couple games. Blew Paxton's 16th strikeout game. But Alex Colome in there now, he's not going to be closing. There's no way he's going to be closing unless Diaz is tired, of course. But Colome gives us another nice right-handed option out of the bullpen. And, honestly, I like this trade. I definitely like this trade. There's not much I could say about Colome. Colome has been a little shaky. I don't know how he's going to. I hope he performs better, of course, for us. He did have a weird year. I think he blew a couple saves last year. He did have a 3.24 ERA, which isn't terrible, but it's not great. We really would like to see him in the 2016 form, which probably won't happen. But if he could get that ERA down to at least like 3.10, 3.20, I would love that, honestly. Now, if we look at what we gave up, we can just go ahead and look at the Mariners' Twitter. They tweeted it out. We got, of course, Alex Colome and Denard Span for minor league prospects Andrew Moore and Tommy Romero. Now, if you go ahead and look at Tommy Romero, he is a 20-year-old out of the 15th round in 2017 June amateur draft. In the 19 season, his first year, he had a 2 ERA. Not a bad year at all. And then currently this year in single A, he's 44 innings pitched, 2.45 ERA, 54 strikeouts, 11 K per 9. So he's performing very, very well. It takes a long time to develop. He has been pitching very, very well. This kind of sucks to get rid of him, but I honestly am not mad about it. Andrew Moore, he has played on the, he was up last year for a couple starts because of the terrible, terrible injury luck we had in our starting rotation last year. He is 23 years old, and he is, last year when he in the major leagues, he had 59 innings pitched, had a 5.34 ERA. Wasn't terrible, he wasn't great. I liked him. This year in Double-A, he has a 3.04 ERA, 50 innings pitched, 47 strikeouts, and 8.4 K per 9. I am definitely a fan of this trade. I am definitely a fan of this trade. I didn't really expect a trade this early, but I can understand it. I can understand it because of our injury situation. Our bullpen has been one of the best in baseball in the past couple weeks. So adding that on, and of course with our outfield depth, we have D. Gordon at second now. Actually, no, D. Gordon is out. D. Gordon is out. He's also out. Not sure how long. We got Segura at short. Got Heredia in center. Probably they're going to move Heredia to left field. Gamble on the bench. Going to have Span in center. I'm pretty sure. I'm not quite sure. But Seager at third. Healy, Vogelback at first. Hannigan right. Zunino at catcher. Definitely a nice team. If we go ahead and look at the ESPN for the Seattle Mariners, how they're performing this year. They are 29-20. 3 games back of the World Series champions. And we are holding the second wildcard spot right now, of course. Way too early to say we have it, of course. But they are playing exceptionally well for the luck that they've been given, these past couple weeks. So, if they could do this the entire year, pitching can perform actual well. Marco Gonzalez can fold into the starter that he wants to be. Marco Gonzalez is, of course, I see Tyler O'Neill, hitting bombs. But Marco Gonzalez, I definitely don't hate the trade. Sucks to give up Tyler O'Neill because that dude's a beast. But Marco Gonzalez also is nice. We would really have no one else to put in rotation. It'd be terrible. I really like Gonzalez. Anyway, Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know if you have any thoughts on the trade down below. If you're a Rays fan, let me know. If you're also a Mariners fan, let me know how you feel about it as well. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time.
I like me better when I'm with you.